Hi, this is Kiara from Pencil, and welcome to today's tutorial demonstrating how you can use Curipod in Pencil Spaces. So Curipod is an interactive presentation tool that you can use to create your lessons. You can create your own lessons from scratch, or you can use their AI generator, which allows you to create engaging and interactive lessons and activities that you can present to your class. So Curipod is a great tool to bring to your virtual classroom through Pencil Spaces. So Curipod can be brought into your space through your Pencil app library. So I'm going to navigate down to my app library, and I have a few options. I can either scroll for Curipod through my apps, I can open up a web viewer and insert a Curipod link, or I can use the search bar and search for Curipod. As you can see, Curipod is located in your app library, and you can just open it up, and it will be placed directly on your whiteboard. If this is your first time using Curipod, you can sign up here. If you have an existing account, you can just log in directly. Now, I am personally opening up Curipod and logging in before starting my lesson in order to prepare my class content. However, if you do have students in your space with you and you do not want them to see you log in, you can make this a private browser. And that way students will not be able to see Curipod on your whiteboard, therefore not be able to see your login information. This is reversible, however, so once this is set up, you can make this browser public again, meaning that your students will be able to then see Curipod on the board. So once you've signed in to your Curipod account, you can access previous lessons that you've created, or you can even create a lesson here. Again, this app is an active browser in your space, meaning that if you were to open a separate tab on your computer and utilize Curipod from there, you would have the same experience as you're having within Pencil Spaces, except now you have the luxury of an infinite whiteboard, video calling, and all of our whiteboard tools. So I've yet to create a lesson, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now using their AI generator. So once you know your lesson topic, you can go ahead and just type that in. I set mine to addition and subtraction. I can then go ahead and select the grade for my lesson to ensure that the material best suits the group that I am looking to teach. And if you have any specific learning objectives and standards, you can go ahead and fill that in to ensure that your AI generated lesson best fits what you're looking for. Another thing to note, if you are unsure of what you would like to teach that day, you can also click the light bulb button beside the topic of the lesson in order for AI to generate lesson topics that you can teach your class that day. As you can see, they have a variety of options. So once I'm satisfied with what I've inputted, I'm going to select Do Magic. And now AI will generate a lesson for me to present to my class. It's important to note that once AI has generated a lesson, you can also go ahead and edit it and adjust it to your liking to ensure that your lesson matches what you would like to present to your students. Once you create your lesson, you can exit at any time, and back on your lesson page within your library, you'll be able to find the AI created lesson. I'm just going to open that up. And now you can present this to your students, so I'm joined by Paulina to demonstrate this. So I'm going to select play. And now my presentation is live. If I would like Paulina to join me, I can just click the participant button, or I can either have her scan the link, or she can go to curi.live and then type in the pin. So Paulina is a participant, meaning that if she would like to use Curipod within this space, I would have to create the iframe or web viewer for her. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. So I'm just going to open up an iframe for her. I'm going to add the iframe. So now Paulina can use Curipod on the whiteboard.
So now that Kiara, my teacher, has created the iframe for me, I could go in as a student and enter the pin. So in this case, I'll type in 88446 and click join. If you are in a class with multiple students, like a group class, you could have multiple students working on the exact same iframe, and we won't see what each of us is doing. But as you can see on the left-hand side, you'll notice that I have joined the session and I can enter my name. teacher will be able to track progress and the leaderboard in Curipod using the app on the left-hand side, while as a participant, I'll be able to answer any questions and interact with Curipod. So in this case, only one iframe needs to be added, regardless of the number of students, in addition to the Curipod app, in order to display whatever question is being asked for the students.
So once all my students have joined, I can track who is joined on my Curipod app. I can go ahead and move through my presentation. So now that I've started the lesson, we can go ahead and get started. So I can see that my students have answered, and I can then go ahead and move through the presentation. And I can go through this presentation at my own pace, taking my students through the slides. So as you can see, another interactive question has popped up, so I can start my timer so that my students can go ahead and answer. So as you can see, all my students have answered, and I can then go ahead and move forward throughout the lesson. Thank you for watching today's tutorial. We hope you found it helpful. If you have any further questions, please feel free to click the help button found at the top right-hand side of your screen. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with all things new at Pencil Spaces.